So now let us discuss question number 67 of JEE Mains 2018 set B. Okay, so what is asked in the question is, so there is some data given first of all. Okay, so you need to look at the data. This is a very simple question. What it says is ratio of mass percentage of carbon and hydrogen in an organic compound. The organic compound that is given is CX, H, Y and O, Z. Okay, so this is the organic compound that is given, and they are saying that ratio of mass percentage of C and hydrogen. Okay, they are not talking about atoms, remember, they are talking about mass percentage ratio of carbon and hydrogen. Okay, and that is 6:1. So this is one information, and another information which is given is if one molecule of this following compound contains half as much oxygen as required to burn one molecule of CXHY to CO2 and H2O completely, so what will be the empirical formula of the compound? So this is and these are the four options that is given in the question. Okay, so let us discuss one by one. Okay, so first information is 6:1 mass percentage. Okay, and we know that carbon is 12, hydrogen is 1. Okay, the mass, atomic mass. So if we want to calculate the mass ratio, okay, mass ratio will be, if I have x atoms of carbon, so I will write 12 into x. Okay, and then if I have y atoms of hydrogen, so I will write 1 into y. So this will be the mass ratio, right? Okay, and because this is 6 times of this, so I would write 6 here. Okay, so now this is balanced equation. This is what is given in the first line, the first information. Okay, so 6 times, so carbon is 6 times of hydrogen. So in terms of mass, remember. Okay, so 12 into x is the mass of carbon, 1 into y is the mass of hydrogen. If we multiply it by 6, these two should become equal, right? So what we can infer from here is 12x is equal to 6y, so that means y is equal to 2x, right? Y is equal to 2x. So from here only we can say exclude some of the let's say options. So in this option I don't have y is equal to 2 of x, right? So this is the wrong option. So now here y, that means 4 is equal to twice of 2, so that can be correct, this can be correct and this can be correct. So we are left with 3 options, we have already eliminated one. Okay, now let us move forward for the second information. So now the second information says that if one molecule of the compound contains half as much oxygen as required to burn one molecule of CXHY completely. Okay, so if I want to write CXHY, I want to burn this, what will be the equation? CXH, and instead of y I would write 2x now. Okay, because it is y is equal to 2x, that we have already figured out, right? And I want to burn this completely, so I will have to write H2O here. Okay, and pardon me, O2, not H2O. So I would not write this, I would write oxygen. Okay, and then what I will get is x of, I should get x of CO2, x molecules of CO2 plus 2x divided by 2, because I need 2 atoms in water, right? So this, right, 2x divided by 2, so that again remains to be x. Okay, so this is the number of, and we can calculate the number of oxygen atoms involved in this reaction, right? So if I want to write oxygen, how much oxygen is needed? Okay, oxygen needed is 2 into x, right? 2 into x in CO2 plus x in this thing, H2O, right? So that means total oxygen needed is 3x. Okay, and what is they are saying is Z is half of this 3x. You understand, if one molecule of this compound contains half as much oxygen as required to burn CXHY, so that means Z is nothing but, so now Z is nothing but half of oxygen required to burn, half of oxygen required to burn. Okay, so that means Z is nothing but 3x divided by 2, and now you can verify other options. So now we have here 3 cannot be equal to, so if you look at the answers, okay, I have here 1 oxygen and 2 carbon, so this is not possible. So Z should be 1.5 times of x, right? So here Z is not 1.5 times of x. Here Z is not 1 point, Z is equal to x, so this is also wrong. This one is also wrong. If you go to option number 2, Z, that is actually 1.5 times of 2x. Okay, so 2, so if I replace 2 here, 3 into 2 divided by 2, so Z comes out to be 3. So that means this is the correct option. So option number 2 is the correct option in this case.
Explore more about the topics you love with Toppr. Subscribe now and keep learning.